This is part 3 of the midterm review, hopefully the final part. So let's jump in here. We're on question 99. So we have an if statement with multiple parts here, and we want to know what's the value of multval at the end of this statement if x equals 21. Okay, well if x equals 21, it's certainly bigger than 20, so we'll take the first option, which is 9, so that's B. What if x equals 16? Well, it's not bigger than 20, it's not less than 15, and it's not less than 12. There's no else part, so nothing is happening in the if statement, and so we'll leave it at 10. That's part A. What if x equals 13? Well, it's not bigger than 20, but it is less than 15. This one is true. We'll get the value 8, so that's C. And what if it's 11? Well, okay. Not bigger than 20, but it is less than 15, so we're still going to get the value 8. What we're looking at here, and I have to emphasize this, is that you don't continue on. Once you find a true one, that's the one you do, done. Okay, and these are one-way streets, you don't ever go back. So, consider the following code fragment, and this is again an if with a bunch of different variables involved. And it's asking what's the value of var d when this code finishes. Well, let's take a look here. Is var a bigger than var b? No. So we're not going to do this if part at all, right? Because you only get into here if var a is bigger than var b, and it's not. So var d is going to be 4, and that is answer D. Okay, now it wants to know how can we make var D equal 1? Well, if you look at this, that means we want this one to be true. This is the one we want to execute. So first we're going to need var A bigger than var B, and then we're going to need var B bigger than var C. So let's see which set of choices is that. A bigger than B and B bigger than C. That would be C. Okay. How can we make var D equal 2? Well, that would be this line. So we need A bigger than B. We need this one to be false, so we need B less than or equal to C. And in fact, we need B less than C. So A bigger than B and B less than C. A bigger than B, B less than C. That looks like choice B. Okay, what about making var D equal 3? That would be this one. Well, we need A bigger than B. We cannot have B bigger than C, and we cannot have B less than C, so we must have B equal C. So we need A bigger than B and B and C equal. And that would be D here. To make it equal 4, we can just use our original values, which I believe is A, because var A was 2. Okay, and what about making it equal 5? Well, var D starts out as 5, but notice that this main if statement has an else part. So that means that either var D will get changed in here. Oh, well, I can't be quite that glib. Both of them have else parts. So if I get into this first section and start doing this if, var D will definitely be set to either 1, 2, or 3. Otherwise, if I don't, there's still an else, and var D will definitely be set to 4. So in either case, it's going to be changed. All right. So because of that, the answer is E. Okay. Here's a sub-procedure definition. What value is printed in the list box if opt small is checked? Well, we're going to set melt val to be 10. So answer val equals mult val, so it'll be 10. That is B. What if opt medium is checked? Well, these are option buttons clearly, so they're mutually exclusive. In that case, we'll get the 15. Answer val equals mult val, so it'll be C. What if opt large is checked? Okay. Then we're going to get 25, which is E. Okay. Now, what if no option button is checked? That could happen. Well, in that case, none of these will be executed, and there is no else part. Mult val won't be changed. It'll remain 0. So the answer is A. Now, this one's like the other one, but it also includes a checkbox. If the checkbox is checked, then we multiply our original answer by 2. So use the same choices. What if opt small is checked and check override is also checked? Well, if opt small is checked, then mult val gets set to 10, and that's the end of the if. And then here, we're going to multiply it by 2 and set answer val to be 20. But then here, we again set answer val to be mult val, back to 10. Is this sensible code? No, but that wasn't the question. 10 is answer B. So the answer here is B. What if opt medium is chosen and check override is not checked? Well, we'll get a 15, and it'll stay a 15, right? We'll just set answer val equal mult val right here. And so 15 is C. This code is strange and probably has a bug. Yes. Why? Because if check override is checked, we were trying to set answer val to be 2 times mult val. But even if that happened, this next line changes it back to just be mult val. Well, that doesn't make sense. You might as well leave this if statement out. So in this part, we give a more reasonable version, still using the same set of answers. So here, what happens if opt small and check override are both checked? So if opt small is checked, we'll set mult val to be 10 inside there. Then we'll set answer val to be 2 times mult val, so it'll be 20. And because this other guy is in an else, it won't get executed. So the answer is 20. I don't want to flip back to where the answers are, so I'll just write 20, and you can check what number it is, what letter. Now, what if opt medium is checked and check override is not checked? Well, if opt medium is checked, we'll get the 15. Check override is not checked, so we just set answer val equal mult val, and we're going to get 15. All right. Now we have a bunch of true false. A function call returns a value true. A procedure call returns a value false. It's a statement. A function call may have arguments. That is true. A function call may have local variable definitions. No, false. That's the function definition. The call is just where you invoke the function. A procedure definition may have local variable definitions. True. A procedure definition may start with sub. True. A procedure call may start with sub. No. The call and the definition are different. This one is false. A function definition may start with sub. False. It has to start with function or private function, something like that. A function call is an expression. Yes, that's true. It's equal to a value. A function calls a statement. No. A procedure calls a statement. Yes, it stands on a line by itself. A procedure calls an expression. No, it's not. It does not return a value. Okay, here is a function definition. What is a type of function compute product? You can read it right off of here. It's the last thing, and it is string, so that's B. The local variables of function compute product are the ones that are declared right here, return val and product val. That is B. The formal parameters, they're up here, pnum1 and pnum2. That's A. The arguments of this function call, 3 and 5. Remember, the arguments are the things you put in the parentheses in the function call. What value is pnum2 set to when this compute product starts? pnum2 is the second formal parameter. We match up by position, so it's set to 5. Answer A. What does it return? I think it just multiplies them. Let's just see. Yeah. So 3 times 5 is 15, and it returns 15 as a string. So C. It doesn't ask for the type, so we'll just say C. Okay. Here's the code for the next set of questions. If a user enters a 3 in the text box, what gets printed? All right, you just have to trace through the code here. So the user enters a 3, input val is 3. Is it bigger than 5? No. So we're going to do the else part. We'll call compute answer with 3 and 3. All right, 3 plus 3 plus 3, that'll give us 9. So we come back here with a 9. We add 5 and we get 14. Now we add 1 and we get 15. And let's just see if I did that right. It's answer D. Okay, final question. The user puts a 6 in the text box. What gets printed? Well, all right, in that case, input val is 6. 6 is bigger than 5, so we're going to do this first part here. So we'll call compute answer with arguments 6 and 5. So we'll get 6 and 5 is 11 and 3 is 14. Done with the if, add 1 to get 15, and by some perverse means, it's still 15. So that's D. Okay, that was the last question. Study hard and good luck on the test.